made it to the bus station. It was pretty cheap. It's like $6 to get here. So if you guys want to go to Guatape, you got to go to this agency here, and it's only like $4 to get there by bus. So it's pretty good, very cheap, and it's going to take probably about 2 hours, and my bus is going to leave in 10 minutes. So I got to go through security. They actually have security here at the bus station, and then go to my ramp. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys, so I just met another gringo here in Guatape. He actually lived in Connecticut all his life. He's living down here now. He's an older gentleman. He's walking his dog. He's been here for about 5 years. Says he loves it. It's a great quality of life. It's peaceful. There's only 8,000 people that live in this town. So yeah, his wife is Colombian, but they've been married for 40 years. So this is where she's from, and they settled here. Nice guy. I think after I check in, I'm gonna have a drink with the guy. He's a really nice guy. Great dog, like a golden retriever. It was a stray dog, and you know, it was all flea infested and really in bad shape. There's a lot of dogs like that around here, which is not uncommon in these countries. I've seen it in Thailand and also in the Philippines. So unfortunate, but yeah, he's a nice guy. I'm gonna have a drink with him, and making friends everywhere. It's part of traveling. It's awesome. Here's the old town of Guatape. You can see it's very historical, cobble streets, and everything is kind of like it used to be back in the old days. Nothing's been paved, but this is a very touristic town now. It's a Monday, so there's not many tourists today, which is perfect for me, because on the weekends I guess they blow up like 40,000 people that come in from Medellin. A lot of nice little shops. Isn't this the cutest town? This is very authentic Colombia. Before the big cities took over, everyone would live in these smaller towns like Guatape. It's beautiful. And it's even better that it's not overcrowded. This is how they fix the roads, guys. The old days, one walk at a time. They're fixing it here, doing a great job. Look how cute this is, huh? The streets are not very wide at all, just big enough for a tuk-tuk. Everything is painted, all these multicolors. Look at the street, it just ends. All these colors, I'm not sure if that's original, if that's basically something to attract tourism, but I've never seen a little town this colorful before. Alright guys, we got a tuk-tuk. We're gonna go to the big rock. It's one of the biggest rocks in the world. Freestanding. Once we get there, I'll show you. You can actually climb it to the top. It's probably about a 15-minute ride from downtown Guatape. guys, so we made it to the big rock. It dropped me off down at the bottom, which it's going to be a lot more climbing because it's 700 steps from the bus terminal. From down here is probably another 300, so 1,000 steps. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make all the way to the top, but just take one step at a time, right? We'll get there. Yeah, it's a tough one. We got a lot of steps to climb. This is the top of the rock up there. What you gonna do? Could have paid more and had them just bring me to the top, but what's the point of that, right? You gotta climb. Every adventure has this challenge. So this one is gonna take me about 1,000 steps to complete. Okay, that was really hard. I had to climb all the way from the lake all the way up to this upper deck parking. That was a killer. There's the rock. That's 700 steps. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it. Been walking all day, but it's like a huge tourist attraction here. I think this is like the 3rd largest rock in the world. Something of an oddity because there's no other rock that looks like this. It's all granite, and it just, you know, just sticks right out. Doesn't really make any sense why it exists. Usually there's more land mass around something like this, but here it's just pure rock. A couple weeks ago there was a huge rock slide on one of the sides. I'm not sure if some of the tourists got hurt, but it made international news. I remember seeing that. So, but there it is up there. I think it's 2,000 euros to go up. Oh, sorry, 2,000 pesos to go up. I'm gonna have a drink and think about it. Take it from there. They built a little village up here on top of this rock. Welcome back, guys. So I've made it to the Plaza Barer, Parque. This is one of the most famous plazas here in Medellin. This is technically called El Centro. They're known for these famous oversized statues where there she is. There's a famous artist, he's actually still alive, he's from Medellin, but I believe he lives in France now, and he's in his 80s because he was born in, I think, like 1940 or something like that. But he is a famous Medellin artist, and he's famous for these oversized human-like and animal-like statues, as you can see here. So a lot of tourists, it's kind of one of the main stops of their Medellin visit. This plaza is famous for many things. Mostly during the day, you're going to see a lot of artists, street vendors. It's not recommended that you come down here after hours. There's a lot of security, there's military, there's police. It is known for pickpocketing, and unfortunately having this camera out right now is probably not the smartest thing, but it's daytime and there are a lot of tourists around. It's definitely a must visit, but it's a quick visit. You want to come in here, see the statues, take some pictures, and then probably get yourself out of here. It's unfortunate that such a beautiful place has kind of been overtaken by a lot of drug dealers and other illicit activity going on down here. But there's also a museum here, an art museum that you can visit, which I may also go and check that out. This is the outdoor market here in El Centro. This is every day. Down every single street, you'll find these vendors selling clothes and shoes. And most of this stuff is actually made here in Medellin, not imported from China. A lot of the buildings on the upper floors, they have factories that actually make these clothes, and it's actually very inexpensive. And it's just street after street after street. Everyone comes to El Centro to buy really inexpensive clothes. But it's not the safest area for anyone who's not street savvy or just not aware of their surroundings. You can get your camera, your purse, whatever stolen really quickly. And I'm holding on to my camera pretty tightly. Fresh sugar cane. Alright guys, so I bought some fresh sugarcane juice. Just saw them squeeze it out, and I think it's got lime in it as well, so let's taste it. Wow, that's really good. I've had sugarcane juice before, but it wasn't as sweet as this. So this is actually very, very good. It's got a little bit of a hint of lime, not lemon. And you can definitely taste the sugar from the sugar cane. Highly recommend it. It's got ice in it, so usually you got to be careful with ice. But I haven't had a problem here in Colombia with the ice or the water. I know some places, like in Mexico, there will be some issues with water, but not here thus far, so I'm pretty happy. Alright guys, this is my friend. He's going to give me a little bit of sugar cane.
Caña de azúcar.
Caña de azúcar. And here you bite this and you suck on it, and that's how you get the juice out of it.
Medellin, Colombia.
See. I already bought a drink here. This is my second one.
Guatape.
This is very, very good. Hey guys, so I'm on the train, metro. I have to finish my drink before I get on the train. But actually, El Centro is not as dangerous as a lot of people say. So I know I had made some comments about how dangerous it is. I mean, there's some truth to it, but you got to be pretty careless to invite people to come and do something, really rob you. There's a lot of homeless, but there's a lot of good people. A lot of good people. They're very friendly, talkative, willing to help you. I've had so many people tell me, like, oh, put your camera away, or come into my restaurant and offer me free desserts, I mean, without charging me at all. So, I mean, there's a lot of good people down here. You just gotta be smart, and you just don't give them reason to, there's a saying in Spanish, it's not da papaya, which means don't give them, don't give them the reason to attack you, and you won't have a problem. But I highly recommend come down here, do some shopping, do some eating, and you'll have a great time. Good morning guys. So today we're going to actually here to Parque Arvi. It's a nature preserve right outside Medellin. You got to take these cable cars. It's actually amazing how far into the jungle this thing goes. We must have been on that for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, just through clear jungle. I'll show you some videos of the jungle where we just go over the top of the trees. It's pretty impressive. I'll show you on the map where we are. So we're actually right here, and Poblado is down here. So to get from here all the way, you got to take the A train and then take another gondola ride up to here, and then this last one all the way here. The whole thing probably cost me $4 or $5 to get all the way over here, and that's an incredible price because that's just a long way. I'm not sure exactly what's there to do, but I know there's a lot of trails, there are tours, there's some shops. So my plan is just to spend a couple hours up here, get out of the city, get out of, you know, the jungle, the pollution, get some fresh air. I can breathe a lot better just being up here. But it's very impressive. I know a lot of people probably don't come here, but this is something I highly recommend, just to get you, you know, like a balance of the city and the nature that Medellin offers. Hope to show you a lot more as I go along. I'll video what I feel is interesting and useful for you guys. All right, guys, so this is the map of the park. It's quite huge. We are right here at Key, and there's trails all the way around this park, but some of these trails take an entire day. There's a huge lake up here that I'm going to try to walk to. Some of it is free, but I think there is a fee to get to some of these other places. There's actually even churches. There's a lot of indigenous communities that live in here. So this is a very large park, which I'm not going to be able to do in one day, but hope to show you as much as I can.
Hello, my name is Valeria. I have been working here for almost 6 months, and I'm gonna be your tour guide. We are going to do some trails. It is going to take like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, and we are going to talk as well about fauna and flora.
All right, guys, so we started our trail, and you can see how thick the jungle is. As you can see, the base of the trail is pine needles, which is really good to walk because it's really soft. But it's all just fallen from the trees, and the trail is well defined, and my guide is taking me deep in, but it's all well marked. But you can't come in here unless you have a guide, which is 50,000 pesos. Very inexpensive. I don't know, I think that's probably $15–16 to get a tour guide that's going to explain the fauna, as she mentioned earlier. I filmed her. So yeah, this is it's very cool. It's not humid because we're really high up in the mountain. I think maybe 6–7,000 feet up. Medellin itself is already really high, so it's cool. It's not like a jungle heat, which is really nice to walk, and it's comfortable. You could actually wear a sweatshirt and be not sweating at all.
Have several types of orchids. This one is the tiniest one we have.
Oh, so small.
It's really small, and I will show you more.
Okay, guys, so we just climbed a platform, as you can see down there. Look at these beautiful flowers on top of the trees. You don't even see them on the ground. Oh, that's a big one, a big bee. Trying to get the nectar. Wow.
So this tree is called Siete Cueros.
Siete Cueros.
Siete Cueros. And that tree can be eaten.
Oh, you can eat the tree?
Yes.
The leaves and the flowers.
You can eat it in a salad. It is delicious.
Very nice. So if you go to a fine restaurant, they will charge you a lot of money for these flowers.
Maybe, yeah.
Or you could come here and grab it yourself.
Yes. It's better and more cheaper.
Yes, yes.
Almost all of them can be eaten, of course. We have coriander, carrots, lettuce, and many things. So when they are like that, really big, people in here sell us like really cheap.
Mm-hmm. So who takes care of this? Is the local people?
People who work in
Oh,
here.
people who work here. And then they sell it to you guys really cheap.
Really cheap, and it is delicious.
Wow. Organic.
Organic, yeah.
Wow. So this is basically like a farm right in the jungle.
Yeah.
Wow, it's incredible.
No.
Wouldn't you know it, guys? It hasn't rained. How long has it not rained?
Like 1 month ago.
Like 1 month. Then right now during our hike, it just started to pour, which is actually good. They really need the rain.
Yes.
And this is a rainforest, so but they have a big drought. I think I explained that before. It hasn't rained, and there's a lot of fires near Bogota.
Yes,
A lot of fires
in Medellin as well.
here in Medellin,
So
because you see the city have smoke over the city.
yeah, so we really need the rains.
Yeah, so we got lucky. There's this clearing here, and we got this little shelter that we're hiding underneath.
So this is a bird nest. It is called Barranquero, and it has like a really colorful colors. It is like,
The bird has beautiful colors.
yes, like verde, como un azulejo muy lindo. Y por su cola se caracteriza porque es una cola larga y se mueve como si fuera un reloj de péndulo.
Okay, and there's a lot of them. There's nests here too, a big one. And the nests go up.
Yes.
Huh, interesting. And it's on the side of this hill here. Alright guys, so this is my last night here in Medellin, or Medellin as the locals say, in Colombia. And so many good things to say. It's safe. The atmosphere is vibrant, it's alive, a lot of people here, tourists, locals, people from Latin America. I never thought, I mean, I've had some friends that have come down, my nephew's been down here, but I had no idea and I was blown away. It is a beautiful city, it has a lot to offer, very historical. It has somewhat of a bad name because of Pablo Escobar, but all of that is way behind. And you don't really see any traces of the cartels, right? You still see some, you know, illicit activity, but that's everywhere. I mean, even in the States, right? So it's out in the open. There are things that are a little surprising. There's a lot of poverty, especially with children, and also the indigenous people are still kind of been left behind. There, you see them out in the streets. Asking for money and food, so it's a little sad to see that, but for the most part it's absolutely beautiful. El Poblado here where I am is definitely the place to go. It's got everything. It's got the amazing hotels, incredible restaurants. The atmosphere here is something I've never seen before. It's kind of like Beverly Hills and like Las Vegas put together, but in the jungle. So it's beautiful. You guys will love it. I highly recommend Medellin. There's some other things that's going on, and I'll kind of leave that kind of open for you to discover on your own when you get here. But I highly recommend Colombia. I do plan to come back. I've met so many great people. I've met great couples. I hope to come back, maybe go to Cartagena. And I hope to travel back here with my family and friends, because there's a lot to do here. I think Colombia is definitely an untapped country that has a lot to offer, and I think it should be America's #1 trade partner, because there's a wealth of young people here who want to work, and there's a lot of resources here that we can benefit. There's no reason for us to be doing business with, you know, further partners away. I won't mention any names, China, but you know, we have everything we need here in Colombia, Latin America, South America. So I hope you guys come to Medellin. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you watch my vlog. I'll be putting it out in the next couple weeks. I'll probably do 3 series or 3 episodes, because there's a lot to show. So until next time, bye.